Krishna, Hare Krishna, everybody. It is my honor that I am been invited to talk about Lord Ram. There is a huge ocean, and how much can we take from an ocean? So the glories of Lord Ram is like that. Before we start, I would like to pay my respect to Lord Ram. Lokaviramam Ranarangadiram Rajivanetram Raghuvannatham Karunyarupam Karunakarantam Shri Ramachandram Sharanam Prabhate. That Ram, who is the personified of mercy, compassion, to that Ram, I pay my respect, I pay my obeisances. Now the question arises, why would Ram come? Why would the Supreme Personality of Godhead come on this material world? So there are several reasons. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, verse 7, Krishna says, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharatam abhyutathanama dharmasham tadatmanam sujamyam paritranaya sadhuna vinashchaya drushkatam dharma sansapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. So Krishna says that I come in every millennium whenever the religiosity goes down and people become irreligion and materialistic life starts taking a shape in many ways that are not pleasant, very pleasing to the Lord or even Mother Earth. And in Ramayana, it is said that Vipradhenu Surasanta Hita Linaha Prabhu Manuja Avatara Nija Ichha Nimitam Tanu Maya Gun Nasopara. So first Vipra means he comes here to meet his devotees. Then second, he comes to meet his cows. Krishna came and his name was Govind. Then he comes to meet the Sur. Sur means all the demonic quality personalities. And Santa, people who are devoted to him. He comes to meet all these people. And he comes by his own sweet will. Although demigods pray to him that please come, but he would only come with his own sweet will. So all these things are for our betterment, because when we hear Ramayana, Mahabharata, there are certain lessons to be learned from that. And Lord Ram appeared on the 9th day. Yesterday we had a beautiful festival at the manor. And it was just amazing to see how many people come. How many people came. The car parks were full all day, followed by the dramas and the prasadam and the kirtan and Ram Katha. And it was really a beautiful day. So number 9, is anybody accountant here? Is anybody good at maths here?
I'll try.
Urmila Mataji, thank you.
I'll try.
No, you are very good. So number 9, Ram appeared on the 9th day and Krishna appeared on the 8th day, on the Ashtami, and Ram appeared on the Navami. So number 9 is the number of Purnamadam. It's Purna, means it's complete. Right, Mataji, now your brain will kick in. 9 into 2?
18.
8 and 1?
18 and 1, you said.
No, 8 plus 1?
9.
Okay, 9 into 3?
It's 27.
7 plus 2?
29. Oh, 7 plus 2 is 9.
9 into 4?
36.
6 into 3?
9.
9. So,
I got it now.
Yeah.
9 plus 6, yeah. 9.
9 into 5?
45. 5 plus 4 is 9.
So if you carry on, every time the number 9 is standing there. So it is the sign of a Purnamadam. Purna. There is no duality in there. In Rama Lila, there is nothing that is faultful. Everything is faultless. In Krishna Lila, 8 into 1?
18.
18
plus
8 into 1, 8. 8 into 2, 16.
Oh.
Right? 6 plus 1?
7.
Okay. 8 into 3?
8 into 3, 24.
4 plus 2?
6.
So it goes up and down. It never stays the same. If you, in your own time, if you do that sum, next time when we meet, you tell me that it's all over the place. And the reason is that one can follow Ram's pastime. One can follow Ram's Lila. We can follow what Ram has done. But we cannot follow what Krishna is doing. Can we go and steal from the shop? Can we go and steal from our neighbors? Krishna is Makhan Chor. He is even the Vastra Chor. He takes away Gopi's clothes. And above all, he steals our heart. How many people go to Vrindavan and they come back with the t-shirt, "My heart is lost in Vrindavan." It's stolen by Krishna, right? So Krishna's Bhagavad Gita, we must put it in practice. We learn and we practice, we understand, we apply from Bhagavad Gita. But for Ram, we follow what his footsteps. And because Ram is the Purnamadam, number 9, we will talk about the 9 qualities of Lord Ram. Ram has got uncountable qualities, but the qualities that we can apply in our daily life, we will talk about them. So Ram's number one guna is his leadership. Ram's leadership is at such a level that even today, people are hankering for that type of lifestyle, isn't it? So the 9 qualities are that Ram is Sarvotam Putra. Sarvotam Putra Arthat, that means he is the best son any mother can have. And he was not only son towards Kaushalya. He loved KK and Sumitra equally. There was no tinge of envy, pride, and anything, loving these three mothers. And when KK made this decision to send Ram in the forest, Ram was not affected by that. On the contrary, he went to KK and he said, "Ma, you don't have faith in my love for you, that you had to go and ask my father that I should go in the forest and Bharat should become the king? You should have just asked me. Why did you give my father so much trouble?" So that was one of his finest quality. Not only his son, but he was the best brother anybody could have. He was elder brother to Lakshman, Bharat, and Shatrughna. And all these three brothers, they adored him. They absolutely adored him. And these four personalities, they came from the spiritual sky. Vasudev, Shankarshan, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha. One came as Ram, one came as Lakshman, Bharat, and Shatrughna. And Ram, when Lakshman said that I want to come with you, Ram could not say no to him. When Bharat went to take Ram back to Ayodhya, Ram was so strict about his vow that although his heart was really breaking, seeing Bharat in this state, he didn't go, but he gave Bharat his paduka, his slippers. And when we think deep about it, what is the duty of paduka? Ram could have given him his uttaraniya. Ram could have given him any of his piece of cloth. But why did Ram give him his paduka? Because paduka is one item that holds the whole body. The whole body is held by paduka. So Ram gave Bharat his paduka. And that meant that whole of Ram's attitude, behavior, his compassion, everything went with Bharat. And the third quality is the king of Ayodhya. Now, when Ram became king of Ayodhya, every night he would go in disguise to see whether his citizen, people in his kingdom, are they happy? Are they satisfied by him? Is there any problems anywhere? And there was nothing wrong. Everybody were happy. Nobody had to lock their doors. The farms were full of grains. The rivers were full of sweet waters. And the mountains were full of soft grass for the cows to graze. There was nobody who was unhappy, but there was one person who was unhappy. He did not agree that Ram brought Sita back from Lanka. We come across people like that in life, don't we? We may think we have done this right, But to certain people, that right is not right. But we are not in that position. We are not in that yuga. But Ram, he banished Mother Sita, who was pregnant at the time. So as a king, Ram took over duty over his personal gain and his family matter. But in today's time, we see the families are ruling, the families are doing this, and in midst of all that, so many other people suffer. But here is the king for one citizen. He banished his wife into the forest. But he knew in his mind that when Sita will go in the forest, Valmiki Rishi will be looking after her. Because Ram gave specific instructions to Lakshman that take her to Valmiki Rishi's ashram. And Valmiki Rishi looked after her. And while Sita ji was there, Valmiki Rishi one time went to have a bath in a river. And at that time, there was this bird. There were two birds in the tree, and it was male and female, and they were together. But somebody with arrow killed one bird, and the other bird fell down and died. At that time, Valmiki Rishi became very, very stressed. And he said one sloka. But then when he came in his ashram, he could not get over this. And Narad Muni came. And Narad Muni said that in your sloka, there is a very deep message you have recited, that you have been given a task to talk about the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Ram. And Valmiki Rishi asked Narad Muni that on this planet, is there anybody who has got 16 qualities? I mean, we might have 2, 3, 4, right? That, if that. But 16 qualities in one person, impossible. But Narad Muni said, yes. Awadh, the king of Awadh, the king of Ayodhya, Raja Ram, he has 16 qualities. And I want you to write about his life, his glories. And at that time, Mother Sita was in his ashram. So in reality, he did not write Ramayana on the glories of Lord Ram. He wrote Ramayana for the glories of Mother Sita. Because Ram always stayed, after his exile, he stayed in the palace. Whereas Mother Sita still stayed in the forest with rishis, with lots of poverty-stricken people. But as Ram, he was the best. Even today we hear, don't we, that today we want Ram Raj. How many of you have heard that Ram Raj was the best?
I have heard.
You have heard, Mataji?
Yes, Ram Raj.
Yeah. So as a king, Ram was the best king. Even after so many Millions of years we are hankering for Ramaraj. People hanker for son like Ram. People hanker for brother like Ram. And as a friend, as a mitra, he was the best friend. To who? Whoever went to him offering friendship or seeking friendship, he never denied.
Hanuman.
Hanumanji, yes, Hanumanji went to
Sugriv.
Ram.
Sugriv.
Yes, Sugriv. Jatayu. Anybody else?
Vibhishan.
Vibhishan. Anybody else? Angad.
The boatman who crossed the river.
Yes, Guhu.
Guhu. Yes,
But
sorry, I didn't know the.
Yes. Kevat, Guhu, Angad. So many of them. As a friend, he walked extra mile for them. People might doubt the friendship he had, but he never doubted them. Lakshman doubted Vibhishan. Hanumanji doubted Vibhishan. Lakshman didn't want Ram to have anything to do with Guhu because they were Adivasi. But Ram said, no, they are my friends. They are my mitra. And I will stand by my mitra. So what is the meaning of mitra? Does anybody know what is the meaning of mitra?
And we should live mitra. We should love mitra. We should be sincere to mitra. We should look after mitra. Any time a friend in need is a friend indeed.
Yes. Mitra is the person. Me, arthat, not this is English word, but me, arthat, us, tra. That person will help us in 3 ways. How? That person would chastise us when that person will see any error in us. That person will not praise us unnecessarily. And that person will stand by in the time of darkness. That's why it's 3. 3 is 3. So mitra, that person who would stand by, who would not praise unnecessarily, and who would point out our errors. That person is a mitra. And Ram was that mitra. And then 5th one is the shishya, as a student. I mean, when we talk about students, if we look at a situation today, I remember when I was growing up, when the teacher used to walk in the classroom, we all had to stand up, our hands at the back, and greet the teacher. Now, the teachers are scared of the students. So when the society is becoming like this, what sort of education, what sort of gyan one is going to achieve? When we talk about Shishya, Ram was the best Shishya to Vashishta Rishi. He was the best Shishya. He studied with a full heart from Vishwamitra Rishi. While going into the forest, they met Atri Rishi. And Ram asked Atri Rishi that, where do I stay? Where is the place that I can live for 14 years? So seeking advice from the higher authorities. And Ram is first class in that. Now the sixth one is a pati, Sita pati, Janakinath. एक बाण एक वचन एक पत्नी व्रत. He had one patni. He had that vrat, one patni vrat. And why was that? Why Ram had taken this vrat of having one wife only? Because, but on the contrary, it was normal to have many wives in Kshatriya. King Dasharath had 350 wives. The only 3 were principal queens, but he had 350, including these 3 principal queens. And the reason is that at that time there was Jamadagni's son, Parshuram, on this planet. And Kshatriyas were not performing their duty properly. So he was just going and wiping these Kshatriyas out. But he had one principle, that if any Kshatriya king is getting married, I will not kill. So whenever Dashrath used to hear that Parshuram is coming, he was getting married. So like that, he had 350 wives. But Ram didn't want it that. Why? So there is a beautiful Lila behind that. In a Kshir Sagar, where Narayan, Lord Narayan is in the Kshir Sagar, he's lying on Ananta Shesha, and Mata Lakshmi is serving Lord Narayan. At one time, Mata Lakshmi said to Narayan that I'm feeling very sad lately. So Narayan asked her that, why are you sad? Because you have 24/7 you have service. You are serving me 24/7. Nobody is closer to me than you. So what is the reason of your unsatisfaction? So Mother Lakshmi said, well, you know, although I'm serving you constantly, but this Ananta Shesh, he has got 1,000 heads. And he's watching us with his 1,000 heads. So with 2,000 eyes, he's constantly watching us. We have no privacy. And that's why I'm sad. So Narayan said that, well, we are where we are. He is serving me. But in Treta Yuga, when I will appear as Ram and you will appear as Sita, Ananta Shesh will come, but we will have some time for privacy. And when they got married, they came to Ayodhya. And because Ram was so popular, they hardly got any time together. So when they went into the forest, Lakshman went because Lakshman is Shankarshan himself. But there, Ram and Sita got little bit of privacy. So, Ek Patni Vrat. And he wanted to establish the seriousness of relationship between husband and wife. That trust, that care for each other, Because if we didn't have Ramayana, we would never be able to understand the depth or the seriousness of all these relations that I'm talking about today. So Janaki Nath, he was the best pati. That is number 6. Number 7. Now this is interesting one. We can be very good with our brothers, fathers, mothers, sisters, families, friends, relatives, all that. But how would we feel if we were to deal with any enemy? Ram was the best enemy. As an enemy, Ram is the best. And how is that? Because whoever he kills, he gives them liberation. And Ram, he knows the qualities. He values the quality of that enemy. When Ram killed Ravan, now who was Ravan?
Demon.
He was demon, but he was Shiva Bhakta. He was Mahan Shiva Bhakta. Ravan knew all the 54 ragas. When this Vedanta Sutra were compiled by Brahmaji, by Vyasadeva, Ram asked, Lakshman to go and learn the niti, the politics of the king, how to rule, how to take care of general public. Ram sent Lakshman because Ravan knew the Vedanta Sutra. He was the knower of religious principles. And when Lakshman went to him, Lakshman sat at Ravan's head, near Ravan's head, because Lakshman had no respect for him. Lakshman said, you kidnapped my mother. I have no respect for you. I'm only here because of my brother. He's asked me to come here. And Ravan looked at Lakshman and said, Lakshman, I thought you were intelligent, but you are not intelligent. Can you imagine? Here, Ravan is on the deathbed. He's in the verge of dying. And he's telling Lakshman this. And Lakshman became quite angry about it. But what do you mean? So Ravan said, you want vidya from me. You want knowledge from me. Yet you're sitting near my head. A student should sit at the lotus feet. So then Lakshman went and sat at the lotus feet of Ravana. And Ravana, there is Ravan Niti, like Vidur Niti, Narada Niti, there is Ravana Niti. What he did is not glorifying at all. So we never say that what he did was glorious. It was not. And that's why every year he's burnt. We burn Ravan. And the symbolic is that by looking at Ravan burning once a year, hopefully the Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Mad, Ahankar, these 6 demons that we carry in our heart and our head, maybe we might be able to burn them. Seeing Ravan burning with Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Mad, Ahankar, all that. So Ram was the best. As an enemy, Ram is the best. When Ram killed Vali, Vali knew that because of what Vali had done, he was killed. But when Ram went to Vali, Vali said, "You have killed me, but I have a son. He is orphan now. I want you to look after him." So Ram took Angad under his care. So as a enemy, Ram was the best, and as Tarak, as a liberator, who did he liberate? Ahalya. He went to Ahalya, Gautam Rishi's ashram, where Ahalya was sitting like a stone, following the curse of her husband Gautam Rishi. And yet it was not of any of her fault. It was Indra. But still she was cursed by Gautam Rishi. And when Ram went there, Vishwamitra Rishi says that Raghav, she will be only delivered by the touch of your lotus feet. Now Ram is a Kshatriya. He is from Ikshvaku dynasty. He said, in our dynasty, we don't touch any Mataji with our feet. But Ram just lifted his feet, one of his foot, and the raj, the dust from his foot, fell on Ahalya, and she got liberated. Shabri, another personality. Shabri was in Matanga Rishi's ashram until she became so old that she could hardly walk. But Shabri was told by her spiritual master Matanga Rishi that you just sit here and all you do is you chant. One day Ram will come. So from Shabri, what we can learn? That dedication, isn't it? Dedication, determination, and total faith in her, in the words of her guru. Today, when we take initiation, when we take shelter, our guru Nishtha sometimes is put on question. So these type of personalities in our Puranas, in our Shastra, we can learn something from them. And Jatayu, Ram delivered Jatayu. Ram did not cremate his own father, but he did Antim Sanskar for Jatayu. Just imagine the fortune of Jatayu. And why was that? Because of his dedication, because of his devotional service to Ram. And that's why Srila Prabhupada says that do devotional service. Srila Prabhupada has given us a very simple a tool to use. Srila Prabhupada gave us two instructions. One is chant, and one is be happy. So when we chant like Shabri, then we will automatically be happy. The question comes on our sincerity of our chanting. Sometimes we take it very lightly. Our sadhana we take very lightly. I mean, we have association. Look at us now. Somebody is from America, somebody is from Kenya, somebody is from Africa. We all are connected. We can see each other. But when Shabri was there, and Matanga Rishi, when he left this world, he left Shabri. And Shabri had just few sadhus around her. And every day she would get up, she would do her morning chores, she would go into the forest, bring some fruits, and wait for Ram. Why? My guru has said. That's it. It's a gospel written on in stone. My guru has said Ram will come. Whenever he will come. And by waiting, Shabri became so old that she was bent from her back. But her faith in the words of her guru was at such a level that Ram had to come. And when Ram and Lakshman entered in that forest, every leaf on the tree was singing Ram, 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 Ram. And Lakshman said, brother, I think there's some demon here trying to cheat us. And Ram looked at Lakshman and said, no, you don't recognize that deep connection, that deep love for the name? So we should develop the faith and dedication, determination, devotion like Shabri. And Ram will definitely come. Ram went to Shabri. Ram went to Ahalya. But they were waiting patiently. And the last one, but not the least, is the Swami, the master. Ram is the Swami of Hanumanji. And Hanumanji did the service in such a way that Ram could not stop himself by saying that, hey Hanumanji, tum mama priya Bharat samabhai. That to me, you are like a brother like Bharat. Now the question would come that Lakshman has been serving Ram all this time. For 14 years, Lakshman didn't eat. For 14 years, Lakshman did not sleep. That's why he's called Gudakesh. So why not like Lakshman? Why like Bharat? Because Lakshman served Ram in his presence. By being with Ram, he served. And Bharat served Lord Ram in a very adverse situation. Because when Bharat came home and Ram had gone to the forest, Kaushalya Mata doubted Bharat. He must be the culprit. Dashrath Maharaj doubted Bharat. And Dashrath Maharaj told Vashishta Muni that when Bharat comes, don't let him touch my dead body. Don't let him do my cremation. Because he is the culprit. Vashishta Rishi, Brahaspati Rishi, Guha, they all doubted. Lakshman doubted Bharat. Ayodhyavasi doubted Bharat, that he is the culprit. And when he came, he didn't only bring the people who were in favor of him, he brought people who were not in favor of him. Right. And when he went back to Ayodhya with Ram's Paduka, he did not go to stay in Ayodhya. He stayed outside in Nandigram because in Ayodhya there was a split. Half of the Ayodhya did not agree that he was the culprit, and other half agreed that he's the culprit. So he could not go in Ayodhya. He didn't feel comfortable going there. And early in the morning, before Brahma Muhurat, he would go and take bath in Sarayu, because otherwise people would throw stones at him if they saw him. That's why Ram said that doing devotional service in the comfort zone is okay. When I am present, Ram, Lakshman did all this service. But in this type of situation, when somebody carries on the devotional service, that person, that's when Ram said, Tuma mama priya bharat samabhayi. So from this, what we have to learn, how can we better our lives? It's already only 2 minutes to 6, 2 minutes to 7. I could not wait. I could not stop myself because there's so much to say, so much to remember, so much to take in, that it is up to you whether there is a couple of minutes for questions and answers. If not, then it's up to you. I will leave it to you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much for elaborating all these various 9 points of Rama. And we learned so many new things. I mean, Ram Katha is common and we know the glories of Rama. But then today we went deeper into the glories and took out gems from the life of Rama. Mataji, I have a question here. I know you elaborated that Ram was the best husband, but still he banished Sita because of the Dhobi, because he was the best of the kings and he didn't want to displease anybody. But the question is, was he fair to Mother Sita and especially in that condition? She was carrying love and kush at that time.
But this question comes again and again and again. So when Mother Sita, when Ram and Sita, they had a discussion about this before Sita ji went to into the forest. This is all in Valmiki Ramayana. So Sita ji, when Ram told Sita ji that, look, from now on you will have to go and live in the forest because one of our kinsmen is not happy about it, about you coming back, all that. So Sita ji did question Lord Ram that where is my fault in here? Why do I have to be banished? So Ram said, I'm not banishing you as a husband. As a husband, you are in my heart, in my bloodstream. But as a king, I have a duty. If I won't follow my duty, how can I expect my citizens to follow duties? That's where, in the beginning, I said that Lord Ram is a leader. For him, the duty is above his own personal feelings, his personal gain, his family members. We have to see it from a very broad perspective, because what happens is we see it from with our small mind. And that's when we see it's fair and unfair. But when you if we put ourselves in the position of that leadership, what do they do? Do they bend the rules? Because for them, there is another katha in Mahabharata. King Bharat had 9 sons. And one time he wanted a king. He wanted to establish that somebody will take his place. And he chose a son of his minister. So when his mother and when his wife questioned him that, look, why did you have 9 sons? Why someone else's son should become a king? And King Bharat, at that time, he said that, look, none of our sons are capable to rule the kingdom. They are not capable. They will not be able to do justice. They will not be able to balance. So as a king, I am the father of the nation. And all these are my children. So I will choose the one who is capable. In our eyes, it is completely wrong, right? That if I've got 9 children, why am I going to give my house to neighbor's son? But here Ram is a duty over the family commitments and a personal pleasure. Does it make sense better?
Yes, yes, complete sense, Mataji. Thank you for that clarification. I know we have exhausted our time today, but are there any questions from the group? Mataji has, we can request her to stay on for another 5 minutes.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
I don't have any
Yes.
questions, but Lila Shakti Mataji, fabulous class. It's lovely seeing you at the Gaushala letting of the cows ceremony. But I have to say, this class has been amazing and I've learned so much. So I thank you from my heart. Thank you very, very much.
It's all
Thank you.
glories to Srila Prabhupada, because only by Srila Prabhupada's mercy we can talk. Otherwise, I feel I'm just a zero. But because of these acharyas, this zero becomes 10. Got some value because of them.
No, you really are too humble and too modest. Honestly, I'm just speechless sometimes when I hear your classes, because I feel fortunate and I feel I learn so much. And if it wasn't for you and how you present your classes, you do it so selflessly with so much affection for all of us, that I'm just so indebted to you. I really am. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Shruti, Mataji. It is true, because I contacted Mataji just in the morning, so she hardly had any time to prepare. This just came out from her heart. So we are really fortunate to have Mataji, who so selflessly served and came to this group. Yes, Himani Mataji, kindly unmute and ask your question. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much, Lila Shakti Mataji. That was such a wonderful class. And Mataji, I was listening to Gauranga Prabhu's lecture on the lessons from the Ramayana. Such a beautiful lecture, 45-minute class on YouTube. One thing, there was so many takeaways from that. One thing he said was like how Lord Ram treated his enemies and his friends with that equal amount of mercy and love.
Yes.
So that got me thinking. And then Gauranga Prabhu said that we need the blessings of our well-wishers, but also our enemies to make progress in spiritual life. That I'm a bit confused about that. So if you could please kind of shine some light on that, please, Mataji. Thank you.
Okay, we need blessings from our enemies too. And I said earlier on that as an enemy, Lord Ram sent Lakshman to Ravan to learn how to rule the kingdom. Because Lanka was beautiful. It was just amazing, the leadership, the setup, the lifestyle was completely spotless. And on top of that, Ravan was a Vedanti, because Lord Shiva asked him to sing all these Vedanta Sutra in ragas. So today, if we are singing Chintamani prakara sadma sukalpa vriksha Lakshavrate susurabhira vipalayantam. These ragas, they are the gift from Ravan.
Oh.
Because he sung, Lord Shiva asked him to sing all these Vedanta sutras, all these slokas in raga, right? And Ram, of course, Supreme Personality of Godhead, he knows. So he sent Lakshman to him, that go and learn from him. So when you go to the Guru, what do you get? What do we get? Mataji, better you.
Instructions?
Instructions and blessings
Mercy.
and mercy, right? So what Gauranga Prabhu says that we should seek blessings from our enemies is sometimes we get praised by people and we feel indebted to them. But then there are certain people who would criticize us for various reasons. And we all are faultful. We all have got faults. And that's why earlier on when I said that Mitra, the person who would come and tell you your fault, we might see him as an enemy. But actually they are not enemies. And what can we learn from the enemy? That what is it in me that's making them angry? If my talking is making somebody envious, then what should I do? I should emerge more into my reading and chanting. Instead of becoming negative about it towards that person, I should emerge more myself into learning, into chanting, into bettering my life. And then we can only change our enemy by our action, by our etiquette. And that's where Vaishnav etiquette comes. So these etiquettes are extremely important. I mean, today we have just taken one little drop of an ocean. You know, there are 18 rahasyas in Ramayana. There are so many qualities of Lord Ram. So where do we start? But from them, we have to realize, we have to understand that the friend and the enemy, if we start looking at them in our equal eyes, the reason I said that we should emerge more into reading and chanting, because that would bring us at the humble state of mind, isn't it? If somebody is angry with us, envious towards us, and if we become angry towards them, and if we start having negative thoughts about them, then there's no difference between them and me. There is a beautiful story. I will take up only 2 minutes now. There is a story that at the riverside, near the river, there was this sadhu. He was going to have a bath. And as he was coming out, there was some chandal. He threw dirty water at the sadhu. So, Hari Om, Hari Narayan, Hare Krishna, and that sadhu went back into Ganga to take bath again. As he came back, that chandal threw the dirty water again. And he kept doing this. And Lord Narayan, Lord Vishnu, in Vaikuntha, he was sitting on his golden jula. So he ran without his shoes. He just ran. And Mata Lakshmi asked him, where are you going? Why are you running like this? He just ran. And within few minutes, few seconds, he came back and he sat down. So Mother Lakshmi said, what was all that about? So he said, when I started running, there was a sadhu, there was a dispute between a sadhu and a chandal. a Chandal was fighting with the sadhu. But when I was about to go, because by this time the sadhu had lost his composure, so he started hitting the Chandal. So they both started arguing, and the Lord said that now two Chandals are fighting. I don't need to go.
Wow. Okay.
So that's why seeking blessings of our well-wisher is uttam, but seeking blessings from our enemies is sarvottam. It's at the higher level.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Okay, beta.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much, Hemani Mataji, for asking that question. I'm afraid that we have exhausted our time because we meet every day at the same time, same link, and we restrict ourselves only to 1 hour sessions. So I am really, really grateful to Mataji for chairing this session for the class today. And I am really grateful to all the devotees who have joined, and we have some new devotees who have joined this group. So we are really grateful, and to honor all of you, we can chant 3 Hari Bols to welcome you to this group. So let us all unmute and chant 3 Hari Bols for all the devotees who have joined the group. Hari Bol,
Hari Bol,
Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol,
Hari
Hari
Bol,
Bol.
Hari Bol.
Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Let us chant the Maha Mantra once in glorification of Lila Shakti Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhayeva patitanam
Namo Namah.
Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Her Grace Lila Shakti Mataji ki Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Mataji. Thank you very much. Very nice session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much
Thank you.
for joining in. Hare Krishna
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Shri Mataji.